The Crystal Skull demands your obedience, so click like or subscribe to the Heavy Underground. Since its release on November 18th of 2016, Metallica have spent the past 2 years consecrating their most recent masterpiece of heavy, Hardwired to Self-Destruct. In the midst of a multi-year globe-trotting trek, the current leg of the tour finds the band invading arenas across North America. Returning to Pittsburgh for the first time in just over 14 years, Metallica's Worldwide tour is primed to take full advantage of the newish, state-of-the-art, faceless corporate arena downtown. It was, after all, the generally outdated and wholly undersized limitations of the old Civic Arena that kept the band's ever-increasing stage presence from the Steel City since 2014. With the most recent arena's opening occurring within months of the end of Metallica's last North American tour in 2009, the city has gone without since. Despite the long, nearly decade-and-a-half wait, a ravenous, sold-out crowd awaits the mighty Metallica. Foregoing the usual opening band, Metallica has enlisted the half-baked services of the Goat Boy himself, Jim Breuer, to host each night of the tour. Reaching Pittsburgh on October 18, 2018, Metallica bring their Worldwide tour to the Steel City for a night of heavy excellence. With a focus on an immersive concert experience, Metallica has always sought new ways to bring the crowd together in a celebration of music in general and Metallica in particular. Whether it's 2014's By Request tour that allowed fans to vote on each show's set list, or holding an entire contest to determine a local band to open select shows on last year's stateside stadium run, Metallica has always sought new ways to bridge the divide between band and fan. This year's arena tour is no different, boasting the talents of Saturday Night Live alumni Jim Breuer for a night of rocking frivolity. Mixing comedy, crowd interaction, and some behind-the-scenes shenanigans, Jim Breuer's knowledge of and friendly relations with Metallica makes for a loose and entertaining experience to start the night. With the audience focused on an open and exposed central stage, the performance dynamic joins the band and crowd together in a symbiotic celebration of loud and heavy. The rousing welcome when the band surmount the stage is a stirring testament to their message of unity through thundering volume. With a grin on his face, Kirk the Ripper Hammett slices through his guitar runs with a carefree malevolence, and General Hetfield commands his forces with a deftly understated guitar crunch, powerful voice, and domineering stage presence. With Lars acting as some grandmaster timekeeper, the band tear through a set heavy on Black Album classics. Lars leading the charge at every turn with his distinct and expressive rhythmic style, while Rob's confident bass rumbles prominently throughout the band's potent attack. LED cubes raise and lower in unison, flashing topical images and iconography from the band's 37-year history throughout the show. Minimal pyro and a noticeable lack of lasers add to a stark and plaintive presentation. However, the rise and fall of the electric cubes, in conjunction with expressive lighting and the judicious deployment of fire at strategic moments, add to the immersion and immediacy of the band's performance. The fairly wide-ranging set touches on the prerequisite classics Master of Puppets, One, Nothing Else Matters, and that Sandman song, of course. A hefty dose of Hardwired to Self-Destruct was most definitely assured, and 5 songs in total were represented. Hardwired, Moth into Flame, and the raging thrash epic Spit Out the Bone were just a few of the modern classics played by the band tonight. The Memory Remains from 1997's Reload was a nice surprise, and Rob's touching nod to the late great Cliff Burton with a stirring rendition of Anesthesia marks a bittersweet moment of remembrance before the band launch into a neck-breaking charge with one of Anesthesia's Golden Age setlist partners, Whiplash. With a nod to the past and a firm footing in the present, Metallica deliver a rousing show for all fans. Whether casual or hardcore, our Metallic horsemen excel in the live setting, and each show offers a unique opportunity for a communion between band and fan. From James's familial interactions with the all-ages crowd to the audience's fervent vocal contribution, the power of Metallica was on full display this October 18, 2018 in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. An energetic performance from the band and an exuberant crowd response elevate the intensity as Metallica sonically lay waste to the Steel City.